everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a movie I've recently rewatched, Freaky. Freaky is a 2020 horror movie about a body switch between a serial killer and a normal teenage girl. Now, this is the same director from the Happy Death Day movies, which I actually like those movies as well. They're not my favorite, but I like them for what they are. And I remember when I first watched this movie, I really wasn't a huge fan of it for whatever reason. I thought it was very generic, which is kind of funny because I've probably at this point seen over the last 4 years well over 100, maybe 200 movies, well over that. And I can honestly say this movie is it's really nice. It's a solid movie. Now, with that being said, going right into my pros, and the first pro I want to give it is the opening. I really liked the opening. It really catches your eye. I really like how you can start differences between the two main characters. I really like that you get that vision. I also like the homage to Friday the 13th with the font on Friday the 13th. I'm not the biggest Jason fan, but I also thought that was kind of really cool to see. I really liked the characters in this. Kathryn Newton, of course, was great, and Vince was also a great character in this. I really enjoyed the kind of duo together, and they also really had to play, honestly, two characters. Like, Kathryn Newton had to play a normal teenage girl and this sadistic serial killer, and it was honestly really good and really impressive. And we've seen, like, Kathryn Newton in, like, 2 things this year so far, Lisa Frankenstein and her part Abigail, and I've honestly really enjoyed seeing her in movies in the horror community. I really have enjoyed seeing her. I thought she was really good in this one as well. I also did enjoy the kills in this one. I thought the kills were unique and cool in this movie and utilized well, except for like one, which I'm going to get into when I get to my negatives. But overall, I really did enjoy those aspects of the movie. But no movie is perfect. So I'm going right into my mixed. And the very first mix I want to talk about is the family dynamic. Now, the side characters in this movie were okay. They weren't the best or on Kathryn Newton's level, but the side characters were okay. They were fine. But the family dynamic is something that this movie talked about with the death of the father. However, just like The Quiet Place, in a way, I just couldn't really connect with the family or kind of get a big feeling of what's going on. It felt like the whole family grief and the whole family dynamic was a subplot of a subplot for some reason, if that makes any sense at all. But I just feel like it wasn't explored enough or really thoroughly. There's very few scenes in this movie that you see the emotional family, and I feel like you should have seen a little bit more, or the things should have been a little bit better when it comes to the family dynamic. I feel like that wasn't explored enough. A mix for me also would be the other half of the comedy. Some of it just didn't land right. It was kind of cringy, but I did enjoy the comedy there for the most part. I also want to talk about, this also kind of goes with the whole family not connection thing, but the ending was a mid for me. Like, it was very mixed. I liked the ending. Don't get me wrong, I liked the ending, but I have to say, I didn't really emotionally connect with the family or really any of the characters, or really feel for any of the other family members. The only characters I really felt for was the girl. I only felt for Kathryn Newton's character in the entire movie, or her herself. But other than that, I didn't really have a feel for the family. I thought it was a sweet idea to have the whole family try to kill the serial killer after he escaped, but honestly didn't 100% land with me because I just didn't 100% land with the family. But it wasn't a bad ending, really, by any means. It was just a personal preference kind of thing. And keep in mind, these movies really aren't my type of movies, so there's gonna be people who love this movie, but for me, it just, it was a solid movie. But with all that as well, I only have really 2 negatives, and my first negative comes with 1 kill. There's a kill in this movie where the girl gets put in this, I have no idea how to describe this thing, but this girl gets cold, like she gets freezes to life. And whenever she switches, Millie's character and the serial killer opens a door and her body just falls all over the place. That is so I'm not big into science, okay, but that seems so unrealistic, and to me that just looked so fake. It didn't really look cool or anything, it just looked so fake to me watching it, and that just kind of killed the kill for me a little bit, because just seeing that was like, okay, why did they do that? I just feel like they could have done a lot better with it. It just looked really, really fake to me, and I just didn't care for that. The other negative I want to give this is the fact the strength is questioned in this. Now, the first thing I want to say is whenever the serial killers is in Millie's body, he in her body took out like 3 or 4 football players. But as soon as two teenagers literally catch this guy in his body so easily, and it's like, it's not even a hard of a fight. Like, I guess they try to make it look hard, but to me it was like, it looks like the fight went down too easily compared to the football scene with the same amount of weapons and availability, but it's just, the fight looked like it got won way too easily from what we've seen previously in the movie. But overall, I did like this movie. I feel like it's like a one-time watch kind of thing, but it's definitely not bad. And I'm really glad I rewatched this, because I don't know why I was so hard on it before, but I'm so glad I gave this a second chance. Now let me know if you guys have seen Freaky, what you guys think of it, and if you want more videos like this, or you want to see more from me, subscribe, comment down below, like this video, and I will see you guys soon with another video.